my vocal fry voice, Mariah. Hello everybody, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am doing something for the second time today, which is showing you a haul of vinyl I recently got and then sampling some songs. So like basically reacting to albums without reacting to the full album, just purely based out of like time. So anyway, I'll go ahead and tell you, I plan to react to some songs from BRAT, Charli XCX, Post Malone's new country album, and then I'm debating between Maggie Rogers or Girl in Red. Yeah, I have some others too, but I might split those up into like another one. So I'll have timestamps down below if you were interested, you know, in like certain songs or whatever. And again, it's just that like at this rate, I've already waited this long to listen to so many of these, and it's just gonna be easier for me to listen to them kind of like in my own time, but give you my first impressions based on a few songs that we listen to, because I have not heard any of them. Let's actually start things with a vinyl haul. So you could call me an addict, an avid collector, whatever you want to say, but this in no particular order is a bunch of vinyl that I have recently acquired. So this first one, actually, I got for my boyfriend. We are from Phoenix, Arizona, and we're both big fans of the Phoenix Suns. And this is like, it's actually a warped vinyl. It's plain black, and it's from like, they called them the Cinderella years when they, like the team was like really good, and I mean, they've had spurts of being really good, but I don't know if you can see that. I saw somewhere online that you can unwarp a vinyl by like laying it flat or like heating it up. I don't know. If you have any tips, let me know. We tested it and you could hear some of it. It's more just the nostalgia of it all, especially because this is like highlights narrated by a guy named Al McCoy, who just recently passed away, but was like the Suns' beloved commentator for like, I don't know how many years, many years. So there was that. This little puppy, I think you guys know this album. This is Short and Sweet by Miss Sabrina Carpenter. I was so excited to find a used copy of this at my local record store. So it was just like the tiniest bit discounted. If you remember, or if you watched my last like vinyl haul, oh, look how pretty it is. It's like a little bit marbly. Yeah, you can tell. Marbly, gorgeous. I was super sad because there were two vinyl on Sabrina's website that I dragged my feet on buying, and then they were both sold out, and they had like alternate covers and stuff. Well, sadly, the one that had a deluxe track never came back in stock, so I haven't heard that track. I feel like eventually it'll make its way to streaming probably, but the other one that only had an alternate cover and like vinyl variant did come back in stock. I will link it if it's still available, but this is what that artwork looks like. Did I show you the back of the regular? So that's like the regular album. And then here is that alternate cover with that back. Has that same insert, and then the color of this one, it looked actually a little more interesting online, but it still is cool. It's kind of like a dusty, I don't know, moss green. So I don't know. I might sell the original artwork one back to my local record store, or I might not. I mean, I do love her, so I guess I love this album enough to have two copies of it. Also, this came with this. Really cool graphics of the songs and this poster. I don't know if that one was supposed to also have this. I feel like it was, but then whoever sold it back like kept it. I don't know. But I have two copies of Short and Sweet. Okay, next vinyl is, first of all, this is the most money I've actually ever spent on a vinyl, because it's like rare. And I want to give the disclaimer that I know that the lead singer of this next band, it's a nostalgic band from my high school years, has unfortunately, I think, been like Me Too'd and has been deemed problematic. And so that's one thing about vinyl that's nice, because then I can listen without giving streams necessarily, but just know that I know I'm separating the art from the artist, and this is brand new. This is the album called Your Favorite Weapon, my favorite brand new album. Like, I mean, I feel like it's universally, say it with me, Deja Intendu, but this is another really good one. Jake, actually, my boyfriend, found a copy of Deja Intendu at a record store, at our record store the last time, like one of the last times we were there, and I was so jealous. But that's a whole other conversation. We don't live together, but like, I don't know. I'm like, well, technically, I guess it's like ours-ish. Here's the inside, and I think, oh yeah, I think it's like a white record, which is cool. Oh, that's so sick. Yeah, plain white. Actually, it's a little bit marbled, or is it just dirty? LOL, it actually might just be dirty. Great. This was, I think, like $60, but it actually was the day that my record store was having like a discount day, which they never really do. And then there's like a little insert. So this one has Jude Law and A Semester Abroad, which is like one of my very favorite brand new songs, as well as Mixtape, one of the best, the best brand new songs ever. And like there's a bunch of other good ones too. So I was feeling the vibes that day and I swept it on up. Actually, yeah, I vlogged about this day. It was when my friend Brittany was in town. This is another one that I got that same day. It's brand new. Well, not the artist. It's a new vinyl. And I had been wanting it, and I don't know. There was only one copy, and like I'm sure I could have maybe gotten it online, but sometimes, you know, like I said, I drag my feet on something that I really do want. And even though, yes, I'm very fortunate to be able to get these things. Like, I don't know, it's not like a need. If you really want something and you know that, sometimes, I don't know, like just get it. You know what I mean? Because like I've been in that situation where then it's sold out. So whatever, this is the Saltburn soundtrack. Now this means everything to me because after I saw this movie, first of all, 10 out of 10, look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll show you that in a second. So here is Hello, Jacob Elordi. I think it's just red, which I don't know why, but red vinyl is my least favorite color. But after I saw this movie, I was like, wait, I really hope there's a soundtrack on vinyl. And then there wasn't for a little while. And then they came out with the soundtrack as well as I think like the score on vinyl, which would also be really cool to own. But I like this soundtrack. It has Murder on the Dance Floor, of course, iconic. And then there's just all these amazing pictures. There's like Cold War Kids, Block Party. Yeah, just like a really cool little photo book. And I love a soundtrack. So I was very excited to have this one, The Killers, Arcade Fire, and then other songs that I'm like artists that I don't know, but I look forward to listening to. Now this was a no-brainer. This was a really good price, all in that same trip. And it was a little like damaged or dirty, but I was like, that's fine because for this to be such a good price, I absolutely need Adele 25, right? Is this 25? I believe that it is. Yes, 25. So I only have Adele 19 and now I have 25. I guess 21's probably my favorite album. I feel like that's like the critically acclaimed one. I mean, but it's like, I like them all. I really do. It's just plain black. And yeah, the vinyl itself actually looks like it's in pretty good condition. So that was a no-brainer for me to pick this up. This one has, gosh, I remember vividly when this came out. I've actually been on YouTube since then. I vlogged about it when this came out. This has Hello, Send My Love to Your New Lover, Remedy, When We Were Young, All I Ask. Like it has a lot of good ones. So Miss Adele came home with me. This was another day. Gosh, I really have a lot of vinyl this time, y'all. Okay, this was another trip that I took to the vinyl store. And I got two pop princesses, starting with Carly Rae Jepsen. This is the album called Dedicated. I really like Carly Rae. I've liked her since her first album that had Call Me Maybe on it, right? Did it? I think so. And honestly, like I don't listen to her enough, I feel like. But like at the same time I do. It's like sometimes I forget that I should listen to Carly Rae, but every time I do, it's just black. Every time I do, I'm like, no, she's so good. Like she always has like a fun 80s kind of synth pop sound. And then like she has great vocals, great lyrics. And this was a really good price. Let's see, what songs would you guys maybe know from this one? Actually, I don't know about like singles on this. No Drug Like Me, Now That I Found You. But like, I just love these songs. Too Much is a great song. So yeah, great price, great artist. I swooped it. The next one is an album that I know and I love and I was thrilled to see. This is Camila Cabello's first album, I think, called Camila. It is red, which as I said, is not my favorite, but that's fine. Look how pretty she is. Is there anything cool in here? Here's the back. Oh yeah, it just has like the sleeve with the lyrics. Oh, that's cute. There's like pictures of her when she's little. This has Never Be the Same, Havana. Like those are like obviously two big songs, but I love every single song on this album. Like I remember being like, oh, no. Like this album is no skips. So good. So I was happy to find that. Okay. Speaking of high school, I don't even know if like the general public knows about this band, but this is The Format, who is a local band from Arizona, but they were like big for a minute there in like 2003, 2004. And this was a used copy, but it's like still sealed. And so it's on cyan blue vinyl. I'm not gonna open it right now just because I haven't even opened it. And their big singles were the first single and Tune Out.
The 51 is backed up and too slow. Let's tune out, but turn it on the radio.
Maybe I'll play like a little clip of the songs, but it was such a good price. I debated not getting it because I was like, do I really need this? Like, it's not like I was like die hard over this album, but you know, if you're a vinyl collector, I feel like you get this, or maybe not, maybe everyone's different, but it's like when the vibe is right, meaning you find an album at a good price, like at your used record shop, and I don't know, it just like, you're just more inclined to be like, okay, yes, like let me do it. Because even though I really only knew 2 songs off of this, like it's kind of just like a piece of history. And I'm sure that I will enjoy the rest of these songs and it'll just be nostalgic and remind me of high school and like, I don't know. So I got that. 2 more and then we're gonna get into some reactions. We'll see how many I actually end up doing because this part has gone a little longer, but that's okay. I took a trip to LA a few weeks ago and sorry, I just had to adjust the camera. So if it looks a little different, that's why. But in LA, we found this really cool record shop and like vintage store, and they hardly had anything like new and current, but in like a good way. You know what I mean? It was like truly just vintage, cool, curated things. And I wanted to support them. And so I picked this up, which is totally random. It's not something that I had like heard of. It's a jazz piano anthology. And then there's the back, and it is a gatefold. I think it just means it has 2 records. Yeah, because it's not like, oh, and this is so cute. Somebody like labeled on the inside, like, try this one. They like pointed to a certain track, and I would imagine these are plain black. Oh, like the yellowing of the sleeves. Like, I weirdly love that stuff when it's like really old, and I don't know. I feel like this type of album is just, it just reminds me, well, I shouldn't say reminds me because it's not like I was alive back then, but it just makes me appreciate or like think about the fact that like this is like how music used to be. Like it's really cool that vinyl has had a resurgence and that like all the new artists and stuff put out vinyl, but I just love stuff like this that is truly from the time when like that was all there was. And I love the idea of like having some really cool jazz like piano music just to put on for background music. Like I love background music. I put on background music all the time, like when I'm working or reading. And so like, why not have it on vinyl? So my last vinyl, this is actually pretty cool, I think, because in the last rapid react that I did, I wanted to check out an artist named Griff. I had heard one song, Vertigo, and I was like, I want to check out her album. So I sampled a few songs during this video and I decided, oh my gosh, yes, this is really good. Went on to listen to the whole thing, loved the whole thing. Then my friend Sarah, shout out, was able to, she works for her record label and was able to get me into Griff's concert that was here in Phoenix recently. And so I picked up the album on vinyl and she signed them. And the girl at the merch booth was like, oh yeah, she was like out here signing all these before the show. And she like laid them all out for me and let me pick like my favorite signature. And it was just, you know, I mean, the experience of when you see an artist, the little swirly hair is like her thing. It just makes you like love them so much more. You know what I mean? Look how sick this is. Oh, I don't think you can really tell, but it's like a sheer, yeah, it's not picking up. But it's like totally sheer turquoise blue and it's very cool. The other album that I said at the time that I was gonna be listening to was Benson Boone's album. And Admittedly, I haven't given it as fair of a shot as I think I did with Griff. I was like undistracted when I was listening to Griff. I've been like working and like doing things when listening to Benson Boone, but I don't think I like it as much. Like I really like some songs, but I don't know that I'm like obsessed with it, but I probably need to revisit it. Now, with all of that said, let's get into some reactions. You guys, how in the world have I not listened to BRAT? I don't know. So BRAT obviously has had an enormous cultural impact. I have mixed feelings about Charli XCX, to be honest. I feel like I've said this before. And I don't know. I'm happy for her. She's getting her flowers or whatever. And I know she's been like a great artist for a really long time. Like she had banger songs back in the day and like throughout. And there's an album called, I was just looking at it. Now I can't remember what it was called. How I'm Feeling Now. Like that album, I don't even know that it was like, has a lot of big singles on it or whatever, but a few years back when I was like, let me check her out, let me check out some music, like I really liked that album. The reason I feel slightly mixed on Charli XCX is because she went on tour with Taylor Swift during the Reputation tour and along with Camila Cabello. And then, I don't know, she just like said some stuff afterwards that was like, it came off as like ungrateful and like I'm too cool for Taylor Swift, which like, okay, fine. If you think you're too cool for Taylor Swift, that's fine. But like, I'm just saying, like, whether or not you like Taylor Swift, like, she's an enormously successful artist. So, like, it should be, like, an honor to be on that tour. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. Whatever. So, BRAT came out way back, not that long ago, in June, early June. It is currently, like, end of October. So, I've been holding off. I've absolutely heard clips of Apple. I mean, like that song's everywhere. And I've seen these names flying around. Gosh, it's gonna be hard not to like react to the whole thing, but I'm not going to. I don't have time to, you guys. And I really do wanna listen to these albums before the year runs out so that I can like, I don't know, because I always love to have a ranking of like what were my top albums of the year, etc. I also know she just put out the BRAT and it's completely different, etc. with like all of the features, which I think is so sick. And I'm really excited to listen to those. Oh, and what's this? BRAT, and it's the same, but there's 3 more songs. So it's not, oh, that's cool. So like a deluxe version. But we're just gonna listen to some of these right here, right now. I feel like I should listen to Apple because that's just, so it looks like the most popular ones are BRAT, 360, Apple, Sympathy is a Knife. These are like the ones I've heard of. Girl So Confusing. Oh, that's interesting that it starts with 360 and ends with 365. Okay. Well, I am going to start with 360. It's the opening track. I know nothing about it. Let's do a quick wiki. So Charli XCX's real name is Charlotte Emma Atchison, and it looks like she has a writing credit on pretty much all of these. She does not always have a producer credit though, but I don't really recognize many other names, but okay. 360. Oh, I've probably heard snippets of this too, huh? Like on TikTok. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. I will say straight away, I'm very much a lyric person. Like historically, that is what lyrics are what have always made me really connect to music. And so I guess that's just to say, it feels like this is very, very much more about like the beat and the vibe, which is great. But I can recognize in myself that like, I don't know, that's potentially like a thing that will make me, I don't know, not connect as much, or I don't know. I'm just making a note of that. Like that was great and fun and I loved it and it was a vibe, but I just know that like, I don't really know what she said in any of that. I went my own way and I made it. I'm your favorite reference baby. Call me Gabriette, you're so inspired. Okay, is that Gabriette like Maddie Healy, the smallest man who ever lives girlfriend? I kind of think it is, especially because Gabriette, because she has the 1975 on like the whatever, like different than BRAT. So maybe there is kind of some beef with her and Taylor a little bit, whatever. Okay, I'm tectonic moves, I make them, shock you like defibrillators. That's a funny lyric. No style, I can't relate. I'll always be the one. And then drop down, yeah. Oh, wait a second. Oh, and I guess Charli XCX had a feud with Camila Cabello. Okay, well, anyway, back to the lyrics. Drop down, yeah, put the camera flash on, so stylish. Baby T is all gone. Drop down, yeah, working like an icon, work angles. And then here's the chorus. Yeah, 360, when you're in the mirror, do you like what you see? So like taking a turn. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. Oh, they say that's a reference to Julia Fox. I mean, these seem like just interesting name drops and references, like Gabriette and Julie. I don't know, like I feel like normally it would be like a very, like very, very household name or whatever that like a person would say in a song so that it's more like universally just like known. Like for a second, I thought she said Juliet because I'm like, oh, well, like Romeo and Juliet, everyone knows what that is. But like Julia or like Gabriette, that's much more like niche, which is fine. I'm just like, I was just confused by that. I'm everywhere when you, okay, 666 with a princess streak. I'm everywhere. I'm so Julia. Okay. I mean, like I said, it's about the beat and the vibe. I'm not moved by the lyrics. The city sewer, what? That city sewer sluts the vibe. Internationally recognized, I set the tone, it's my design, and it's stuck in your mind. Legacy is undebated. You gon' jump if AG made it. Oh, I was like, Ariana Grande? No, it says AG Cook, who is a British electronic musician and producer whom Charli has worked with a lot in the past and on this song. If you love it, if you hate it, I don't care what you think. I mean, I like that added, like, I like that conviction, you know? And then she repeats the pre-chorus and the chorus. And let's see how the rest of the song plays out because it's almost over. Okay, I liked that. It was a really like fun way to start the album. Yeah. I liked that. Okay, Sympathy is a Knife is what I'm gonna listen to next. It's track 3. It's explicit, and is that the one that she does? Oh no, Girl So Confusing is the one she does with Lorde. Okay, Sympathy is a Knife. You guys let me know if I picked the right ones to react to. I mean, like I said, I'm going to go back and listen to the whole album. Yeah. We've already been through this. Sorry, I'm just over-explaining like I always do. I like the title. It's giving Charlie Brown. Like, they're always like, love is a glass of water. Happiness is a puppy. Sympathy is a knife. Okay. I do like how that production feels like weapon-like. I don't know if that's a weird way to describe it. Wonderful to smile. George says I'm just paranoid. Says you just don't see. You're so naive. Oh, I like this. I like the pause. Okay, I just let it play from the verse and the chorus. The melody and the vocals were really great on that chorus. Let's start at the beginning. I don't want to share the space. I don't want to force a smile. This one girl taps my insecurities. Don't know if it's real or I'm spiraling. Interesting. I mean, the annotation does say that some fans and media outlets say that that lyric is inspired by, or this song is inspired by Taylor Swift. Charli tweeted the song's name the day that Taylor released Tortured Poets. I don't know. One voice tells me that they laugh. George says I'm just paranoid. Oh, that's her fiance. Interesting. Oh, he's the drummer of the 1975. I see. So like then she definitely has the connection to Maddie and like possibly Gabriette. Says he just don't see he is so naive. I'm embarrassed to have it, but I need the sympathy. And then here's the chorus. Because I couldn't even be her if I tried. I'm opposite. I'm on the other side. Oh no, people do think this is about Taylor Swift. What? Interesting. I feel all these feelings I can't control. Oh no, don't know why. All this sympathy is just a knife. So like, you have sympathy for me, but all it does is hurt. Why can't I grit my teeth and lie? I feel all these feelings I can't control. Oh no, don't know. Okay, well, I don't love the like Taylor beef, but if that's even true, but this is a great song.
I wanna buy a gun. I wanna shoot myself.
Oh my God.
Don't wanna see a backstage of my boyfriend's show. Fingers crossed behind my back. I hope they break up because
The production is sick. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there. Why I want to buy a gun, why I want to shoot myself. That is so like, I mean, I'm sure she's being hyperbolic, I'm sure, but like, I kind of respect that like intense lyric. Volatile, at war with my dialogue. I'd say that there was a God if they could stop this. Wild voice tearing me apart. I'm so apprehensive now. I like this lyric. Don't want to see her backstage at my boyfriend's show. Fingers crossed behind my back. I hope they break up quick. Oh, back to the Taylor Swift of it all. People are saying because when Taylor dated Maddie, oh, and it was Charli's boyfriend at the time. Interesting. So like there were times when Charli and Taylor could have encountered each other before. Interesting. I don't love like what's the drama, Charli? Like what? I don't know. Great song. Okay, yeah, this is sick. I love it. Obviously, I'm a ginormous Swiftie, so like it is a little hard to separate all that, but I'm gonna try to remain objective. You guys, this is great. I mean, yeah, I'm getting it for sure. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do Girl So Confusing and then Apple, and then I think I'm gonna have to leave it there just because, again, I'm trying to squeeze some things in here. So Girl So Confusing, please do also tell me like your favorite songs and like if you like the different, whatever BRAT but different, like more, or what the vibe is there. Girl So Confusing. Oh, I also wanted to say I like that a lot of these songs, they're like really short, in a good way, like not too short, but like I feel like that fits with this type of music too. Like it's not about the words necessarily. I mean, it is. I'm not saying these lyrics are like, they're good lyrics, but I feel like it's more about the beat. And so like just keeping them short and sweet and like, I don't know.
it's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. And I don't know, I'm just a girl. Yeah.
I'm gonna pause. I feel like, did she start with the chorus? Yeah, she did. Girl, it's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. Girl. It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl. How do you feel being a girl? How do you feel being a girl? Man, I don't know. I'm just a girl. Okay. Cute.
I don't know if you like me. Sometimes I think you might hate me. Sometimes I
accent's
think
cute.
I might hate you. Maybe you just wanna be me. You always say let's go out, so we go eat at a restaurant. Sometimes it feels a bit awkward because we don't have much in common. People say we're just like, they say we've got the same hair. We talk about making music, but I don't know if it's honest. Can't tell if you wanna see me falling over and failing and
Hold on. Is this about Lorde? Because it sounds like she's talking about someone specific. And then I know that they like worked it out on the remix. So that like, that's like a cultural thing.
you can't tell what you're feeling. I think I know how you feel. It's so confusing sometimes to be a girl.
I mean, this is so fun. Okay, let's read that verse and hopefully the annotations. I don't know if you like me. Sometimes I think you might hate me. Sometimes I think I might hate you. Maybe you just want to be me. You always say, let's go out. So we go eat at a restaurant. Sometimes it feels a bit awkward because we don't have much in common. Yeah, I do think this is about Lord, or at least according to the annotations. Like, that's what people think. People say we're alike. They say we've got the same hair. I mean, that lyric is pretty telling, I feel like. We talk about making music, but I don't know if it's honest. Can't tell if you want to see me falling over and failing, and you can't tell what you're feeling. I think I know how you feel. Yeah, it sounds like this is about Lord. Charli replied to a fan who asked about the possibility of a Lord collaboration, and explained, this was like back in the day or whatever on her private Instagram, that she's talked with her about writing a song, but the talks never lead to any actual songs. And then they have the remix. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, I'm not trying to be a hater, but like, does Charli just like have drama with girls? I don't know. It just feels like there's, like, she's agitated. But I don't know. Okay.
You should come to my party and put your hands up. I think we're totally different, but opposites do attract. One day we might make some music, the internet would go crazy, but you might still want to see me falling over and failing. And we're gonna go.
Song's so interesting. Yeah, I kind of am seeing why this album was so, like, such a cultural moment. I mean, it's just so, like, unique and, like, specific. I don't know. That other verse was, you're all about writing poems, but I'm about throwing parties. Think you should come to my party and put your hands up. I think we're totally different, but opposites do attract. Maybe we're so meant to be, just you and me. And then the pre-chorus repeats, and then... But it says, maybe you want to see me falling over and failing. At least we're closer to being on the same page. And then it's like the chorus. Very interesting. I liked that song. So yeah, I get it. I'm seeing the hype. I'm seeing why people like that one a lot. And obviously for that to be about like Lord, and then for them to like put out a remix is crazy. Okay, what should my last one be, guys? Apple or 365? I guess Apple. I just have to. Maybe, I know the chorus, but let me hear the... Yeah, like I've never heard this. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there because I feel like the chorus that I know, like the TikTok dance is coming. But it says, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Because I've been looking at you for so long, now I only see me. Oh, is this like about her parents? Oh yeah, she wanted to write a song about her sticky relationship with her parents. Interesting. I want to throw the apple into the sky. Feels like you never understand me. So I just want to drive to the airport, to the airport, to the airport. I guess the apple, okay, so it just goes verse. I guess the apple could turn yellow or green. I know there's lots of different nuances to you and me. I want to grow the apple, keep all the seeds, but I can't help but get so angry. I can't, you don't listen. I leave to the airport, to the airport, to the airport. I'm going to drive all night. Wow. This is actually really deep. And again, like what I was saying about the lyrics, I never like thought that people who like wrote music like this were incapable of like impactful lyrics or whatever. It's just that I'm a very like, my niche is kind of like pop, which this is. And then like, especially as I've gotten older, like singer-songwritery type things, or like when I was young, like like brand new, like emo music with like these like lyrics that just like ripped my soul out. Whereas like this, it's like the music seems to be the main focus. And like, that's actually really sick that behind that really cool music is like this neat metaphor. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but this is like really cool actually. But I am waiting for the part that I know, which I think is like right now. No. Oh. I hadn't heard it yet. Here it is. I don't know the dance. I just know that there is one. Okay, let's pause. Oh, that's another verse. So is there no chorus? I think the apple's rotten right to the core from all the things passed down from the apples coming before. It says Charli wonders what traits have been passed down to her, including the ones that her parents possess that she doesn't love. I split the apple down symmetrical lines, and what I find is kind of scary, makes me just want to drive. This is actually like a really good song. So just like music now? Wow. Okay, I mean like there's a reason why that one's so popular. It's funny because without having ever heard that and just hearing like the little snippet, I really thought that I think the apple's rotten right to the core. I thought that was like a chorus that like went on throughout the whole song, but really, according to Genius, the song structure is that like there literally isn't even, there's no chorus. It's just like verse, verse, verse. That's a really, really cool song. Who's on the remix on that one? All right, guys. Well, I definitely am excited that now I've like given up the ship. I don't know if that's even a phrase that makes sense or that exists, but I'm like ready to listen to this now. Let me just sample 365. Let me just sample it. Oh. No, I've heard this. This is probably also on TikTok, right? Yes.
Okay.
Oh. I've heard this.
Here we go. When I'm in the club, yeah. When I'm at the house, yeah.
Let me do a snippet of Von Dutch.
It's okay, just admit that you're jealous of me.
That you're jealous of me? Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Like I said, I will be listening to this. I will update you. And then like, obviously I'm gonna have to listen to then like the BRAT, whatever, the second one too. Okay, let's now move into Maggie Rogers. I don't know like a lot about Maggie Rogers. I loved that album. I think she's more well known for like that first album, or like maybe it's not her first one, but it's the one that has Light On and Alaska on it. But anyway, I just like her in general. Oh, that album's called Heard It in a Past Life. Like I just like her vibes. So this album is called Don't Forget Me, and it came out right after my birthday on April 12th of 2024 this year. And it has 10 songs. So I want to listen to some of them. And yeah, if you have a favorite on this one, like please tell me everything. Oh, it looks like she also just put out a single in the living room. Or is that on this song? Or on this album? No, it's not. Okay, well, I'm gonna listen to the opening track because I feel like that's always a choice that the artist makes to put it on there, right? Maggie's vibe, I think, is like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, that album is very, I just remember it being like impressive vocals and like kind of alternative singer-songwritery with like a flair of like, I don't know, there would be like big parts. I'm terrible at speaking in technical terms about music, but anyway, if you're at this part of the video, then you also are like interested in or enjoy Maggie Rogers. So let's just get into it. Track 1, It Was Coming All Along.
Everybody's going crazy. See him walking down the street, just wondering how we're gonna survive.
I love her voice. It definitely sounds like Maggie Rogers from what I know of her. Everybody's going crazy, see him walking down the street, and I feel like a deer in headlights when I turn on the TV. And I keep wandering around my living room. Wait, wasn't there that song called In My Living Room? Right? Just wondering how we're gonna survive. See the light stream in the window, call my mother on the phone, said there's talking in the kitchen of selling my childhood home. And everywhere I look around, it seems like we're always saying goodbye and I just don't know what to do. Okay, the annotation says it's like talking about when you get older in the second half of your 20s and you're confronted with a lot of endings, like saying goodbye to your childhood, so on and so forth. It looks as though she wrote everything along with Ian Fitchuk. I don't know who he is. Oh, he wrote Amen with Beyonce. He wrote The Three Little Birds with Casey Musgraves and Cardinal. Oh, yeah, I knew it sounded familiar. He wrote like all of Deeper Well with Casey. Oh, he wrote I Hate Boston with Renee Rapp. A few other songs in here. Oh my gosh, and he worked on Star-Crossed with Casey Musgraves too. Muna, Leon Bridges, Little Big Town, I mean, whatever. I could probably, Maisie Peters. Okay. Pay attention, Catherine. Okay, so Maggie wrote pretty much all of this.
And I just hope to do fine, but feel I'm breaking through. My world's a honey shade of blue, but it was coming all along.
Oh.
It was coming all along.
Like this was always gonna happen. I'm fine, but I feel I'm breaking through. My world's a honey shade of blue. So the juxtaposition of honey, which is something sweet, and blue, which is often associated with sorrow, could indicate that this change, however difficult to bear, is better in the long run. I'm crying, wish I wasn't hanging on, but it was coming all along. It was coming all along. I really like that. Okay, verse 2.
Existential. This is the first time that we meet, but I swear there's some potential in the actuality.
Her
And
voice.
I'm trying to be brave these days, but oh, I've still got Nora on the phone. Hello.
That's fun.
And she's saying, hold your temper. Hey there, Maggie, slow your roll.
I like the layering. Okay, let's read that verse. Was that the third verse? Whatever. I know it might sound existential if this is the first time that we meet, but I swear there's some potential in the actuality. And I'm trying to be brave these days, but I've got Nora on the phone. I don't know who that is. Maybe it's her sister or something, or her best friend. It doesn't say. Hello, how are you? She's saying, hold your hold your temper. Hey there, Maggie, slow your roll. And I know that you still hate him for the way he hurt you back at school. And though it's dark out in the distance, it's looking like there might be a new soul. Okay, who is Nora? I'm gonna Google Maggie Rogers, Nora. Who dat? Oh, it's her best friend. So my question is, who do you hate from back home? From high school? Like maybe it's like Maggie's ex or something, I don't know. Or like a dad, or I don't know. And then she adds on to the chorus, but I know it won't last for long, so fast it's fading out of view. I'm flying long past 22. So high, can't find the moment it went wrong, but it was coming all along. Why did Stop This Train by John Mayer just popped into my head? I think it's just gonna fade out. See, I don't know about you guys, but like, there's just something about her. I mentioned her voice multiple times. It's like, there's just this like honey-like, it's like a smooth but strong voice. And she kind of has like a little bit of like a naturally like deeper voice, it sounds like. I don't know, there's just something really intoxicating to me about her voice. I have no idea what song to listen to next. Track 2 is called Drunk, which sounds interesting. On and on and on kind of piques my interest a little bit. All the same. The last song is the title track, Don't Forget Me. The Kill. I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna go track 2, Drunk. sounds totally different from the first.
On the run, not enough. Right down to my toes. And I see stars and never ever ever look this right to me, feeling how your skin
Pre-chorus.
never felt this right to me, holy roller, come on baby, someone hold me down.
I'm gonna hit pause right there. I think that was a pre-chorus. I feel like I'm learning more about song structure. Yay for me. Okay. On the run, not enough. Oh, it's so cold. When I give up, I feel the love right down to my toes. Pre-chorus. A. And I see the stars that never, ever, ever looked this bright to me. Feeling on your skin never felt this right to me. Holy roller, come on baby, someone hold me down. Let's see what's next.
I'm drunk, not drinking, lost in wishful thinking. Round and round it goes. It's somewhere more knows.
Interesting. I feel like it has like a folky, country-ish, like alternative kind of like flair. I'm drunk but not drinking, lost in wishful thinking, round and round and round it goes. I can hear them whispering, call but I'm not listening, and where it goes is somewhere no one knows. So I assume she's referring to a relationship, like I'm drunk on you and on this, and like we don't know what's gonna happen yet, but like, you know, I'm gonna keep going.
But you're fine.
Do you hear that almost like Western kind of sound in the background? I don't know, it's hard to pinpoint.
Oh, but it's so loud. The words come out your mouth. And I see
That
stars
voice.
that never, ever, ever look this right to me, feeling how your skin never felt this right to me. Holy roller, come on, baby, someone hold me down.
Girl.
I'm drunk and I'm drinking.
I love her voice. It has like a soulful element to it too. I'm into this. And that's how I felt with this album. It's like, she just, I don't know, she just does something for me. Time is up. Oh, you've had your fun, but it's so loud you hold your tongue. But one by one, the words slip out of your mouth. And I see stars that never ever look this bright to me. So she repeats that. Then the chorus is the same. I still can't totally tell what's happening, like storyline wise, but something's coming.
And on and on and on. I'm drunk, not drinking, lost
Oh, yes,
in
yes, yes.
wishful thinking. Now I know. Only where it goes knows.
That's how I feel. I'm glad they included that at the end there. All right, I immediately am all in. Yeah, I mean, I already, like, these are albums, I'm over-explaining, but like, some of the ones I did last time, like Griff, Bench and Boone, I listened to like Rachel Platt and things like that. Like, those are ones that I'm like, I was like, I'm interested, so let me dabble and then decide if I'm gonna listen to them. All of these albums, like BRAT and this Maggie Rogers and the Post Malone one I mentioned and Girl in Red, those are ones where I'm like, no, I'm going to listen to these albums. Like I have every intention. I will fully listen to the whole album. I just, yeah. So like, I just wanted to react to some of it with you guys, but I am super into this. I feel like, again, the juxtaposition of doing BRAT and then this kind of references back to what I said at the beginning, which is just that like, or at the beginning of reacting, that like, I love singer-songwritery, like, I don't know, like, I'm not saying I like this better than BRAT, like that's truly apples to oranges. I guess it's just like more often I'm going for this type of music. I mean, 100% of the time I'm going for Taylor Swift, but like also she kind of is this type of music. So I really am excited to listen to BRAT, but it feels more of like party music, whereas this feels like me going on a journey with like the story of the lyrics. I'm gonna listen to On and On and On, at least part of it, and then Don't Forget Me. Maybe I'll do like part of each. I don't know. Is that lame? I hope you guys are okay. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Yeah, this just feels like a good way to like semi-react. And then when I come back, maybe we'll make that a thing. Like, so then I'll give you like vinyl haul, because invariably there's going to be new vinyl that I've picked up. And then I can give you like updates on what I thought or whatever. I don't know. Hopefully you're into this. I have fun doing it. So on and on and on. Wait, this is track 7. So like I've jumped down quite a bit. Okay. Oh. I like this.
Started back a year ago, and all my eyes were closed and younger. It's on and on and on when you hear this song. Better things rise for calling me back.
I don't know. I just love it. It's just so interesting to me. So the verse was started back a year ago and my eyes were closed and younger. So she's saying like my eyes were closed to like, you know, I was kind of like lying to myself maybe, or not really, you know, looking at things for what they were. You understated, overrated. You were making space for your hunger. You celebrated all your ways. Hi, Cannoli. You can see my chihuahua's little paws on the wood. Hi, baby. Go eat your food. I should have heard the thunder, but all that time you dedicated, it was just a waste of your anger. And it goes on and on and on when you hear this song. It plays on and on and on. And all along, when you realize the things that you lack, better think twice before calling me back. It goes on and on and on. There's not really any annotations for this. I think, I don't know, it's probably like a lesser popular album or whatever. So like, I'm pretty sure on Genius, it's like anybody can do an annotation. And so the more popular an album is, the more like input there will be. I am gonna stop right there because this video is getting really long. And so I wanna listen to half of another song, which maybe is weird, but Don't Forget Me, which is track 10, the title track, and the closing track. And then, like I said, I will be listening to this whole album, but yeah. Oh.
To me that sounds so scary. I'm still trying to clean up my side of the street.
My friend Sally's getting married, and to me that sounds so scary. I'm still trying to clean up my side of the street. I can't imagine what would happen because I'm still acting out of habit. Hoping dirty words don't escape my teeth. But every time, oh, no, wait, did I read this? Did I already listen to this part? I don't know, let's just keep listening.
Every time I turn just a little, promise that it'll meet in the middle. So close the door, change the channel, give me something I can handle. I could love her or someone that's nice to me. Don't forget me.
I'm so annoyed at my own self for saying this for the 700th time, but I love her voice. There is something in that voice that is just like, so the pre-chorus was, but every time I just try a little, promise that I'll meet in the middle, always find my way back to my feet, which is kind of like her song Back in My Body. So close the door, this is the chorus, and change the channel, give me something I can handle. Wow. A good lover or someone that's nice to me. Take my money, wreck my Sundays. Love me till your next somebody. But promise me that when it's time to leave, don't forget me. Oh, wow. Apparently this is her favorite song she's ever written. And it says, it's a journal entry about going to a best friend's wedding or a bunch of friends' weddings and feeling happy for them, but also realizing that I'm in a very different place in my life. I've joked with my friends about having low expectations, but really I think it's about craving simple baselines. A good lover or someone that's nice to me, like one of the lyrics. I think remembering someone can be the greatest form of loving them because when we remember, the love lives on. Wow. So I don't know if she's like referencing like when the relationship ends or like even deeper than that, like when you're till death do us part kind of energy. I don't know. I guess it could be either way, but okay. Well, I've rambled enough. I am very excited to listen to both of these albums, and I will be back soon with more because I always have more to say. So please let me know what you thought, what you think, what vinyl you have picked up recently, and I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye. Okay, greetings from freshly showered me, who did just listen to the whole BRAT album, it's really good. I definitely see the merit in, well, obviously listening to like an album in its entirety. And even like because I listened to or reacted to a lot of the ones that I had like heard the names of, that I feel like didn't give me, like, because I did that, it didn't give me a fair sampling of like what the whole record actually sounds like, because she definitely had plenty of like, I mean, I wouldn't say ballads, but like things that had a little bit more of a ballady, slower side to them, some like deep lyrics, and just like a nice balance and blend and flow with the whole album. I literally took notes. I really liked the 3 songs back to back of Everything is Romantic, Rewind, and So I. And then honestly, because after that it's Girl So Confusing and Apple, right? And so then after that too, B2B and Mean Girls, like those were some really big standouts to me. And then I think about it all the time. That was like quite lyrically, I don't know, like it stood out to me. And so yeah, I really liked it. I will be listening to it more. And then I'm excited to listen to the other version. When I listen to the full Maggie album, I will pop on and share my like updated kind of thoughts on that too. Hi, this is Editing Katie here. You guys, bleh, I'm sick. I never gave my Maggie Rogers updates or like I never filmed them. And also I did listen to BRAT, but it's completely different, but it's the same, whatever, with all the collabs. And here is my 2 cents. I thoroughly loved both of these albums. They are extremely different. I really enjoy Maggie Rogers. I still like the last Maggie Rogers album better, I think, but I did really like this one as well. I really, really like BRAT. And I really liked the BRAT but different also. I'd be curious which BRAT you guys like better, the original or the other one. I think I like the original, but I don't know. Some songs maybe are like some versions are better on the second version, but some on the first. I don't know. It's really nice to have both though. But those are my thoughts. Loved them both. 2 great albums. Tell me what you think. Okay, bye for real.